Okay, YouTube, now for something different for part 6 of my video walkthrough, I decided to use my video footage, but not my original audio that I recorded while playing it, so I removed that. Instead, I would like to do a review of Dark, the game. So as you can see here, it's still the video of the 6th part of my walkthrough, but instead I will do a review. Dark is a stealth action game, as you can see, and you play as Eric. Eric is very generic, and he finds out that he is a vampire who is suffering from amnesia. Now, this is sort of an interesting premise, right? At some point you wake up and you discover you're a vampire. And even worse, you're suffering from amnesia. So you got two problems there. Now, if I were this person, and I woke up and I'd be a vampire, then I would, I'd be scared. I'd be confused. It's not like every day I go out and kill people and suck their blood, basically. So what I don't understand, this is the first problem I have with this game. Now, Eric he finds out he's a vampire, but it sort of leaves him cold, as it seems. He is like, okay, I'm a vampire, and send me out to kill other vampires, basically. That's what happens. That's what the story is. You go out, go through some levels and kill other vampires or soldiers who are in your way. Now, you can do basically a lot with a story like this. Like, the original premise, right? So you wake up, you're a vampire, but why is it that the game company decided not to delve into this background story and just, take it and do nothing with it? I don't get it, because even, I don't know, with a little imagination, you can tell a little story, and you can do more than this game offers, really. Like how he comes to terms with the fact that he's a vampire, how he copes with that, and the game can sort of go through, all the trials and to some shocking conclusions, right? But this game doesn't offer that, so it never really. The game really never delivers on the original premise, and it sort of settles for the formula that you're killing vampires and all that. So let's move on to the graphics. Now, I do like the shell-shaded look that the developers went for. It has this noir, this dark, this, I don't know how you say it, this nightly atmosphere with neon lights and everything. It does have that, so the atmosphere is there, right? But the faces are ugly, stiff, and you'll experience some of the worst mouth movements of any game you've probably seen. So the lip syncing with the voice acting. Now, I do think the voice acting is quite good. They at least took a voice actor that has some sort of a gravy and raspy voice, which is good, but he sort of delivers his lines sort of in a monotone way, so it never really feels like he's going through the motions, basically. So there's no real emotion behind it. Now, the animations, again, of the people or the characters are very basic, like this, and I don't get this, right? You make a game and you spend money on this shell-shaded look and it looks good, but you don't spend money on characters or faces, which is, I don't understand that, really. Now, gameplay. Basically what happens is that you go from point A to point B in a pretty linear fashion, and you need to evade all these sort of similar looking enemies like soldiers and grunts and all that as you go. Now, since they have guns and you don't, they will kill you quickly if you're exposed, right? So it's best to, play this game stealthy, of course, that's the whole point. But given its linear gameplay, there are no detours in the levels or alternative routes or anything else like that. So basically the best way is just maybe not deal with all these enemies and just go straight to the next point where you need to go. And talking about enemies, they behave really like a very mixed bag. And it is fun figuring out their patrol routes and trying to evade them, and try to make sure they don't notice you. And you'll see them behave sort of intelligently. They will notice sometimes, and then they will go investigate where on the spot where you were. So it's sometimes okay to be spotted for a short while, as enemies will start looking for you, and that leaves certain spaces open for you to go through. But the problem is with this game is that although you have to go from point A to point B, the game also in certain sections of the game asks you to backtrack a lot. So you've come to a certain spot, and then they say, well, you have to go back because there's this guy that you need to meet is not there, so you need to go back, which is sort of irritating. Other times, and you'll see an example of this, other times enemies just sort of line up for you to punch them out, making combat really easy. And especially this happens when enemies are trying to go through a door. They basically don't do that. They don't go from one room to the next. So you're basically safe when you just track back to the place where you came from, go through a door and wait for you to heal, and then come back and then punch out some of these dudes that are basically hanging around the door, which is sort of strange. So they sometimes they act intelligently, but you can easily exploit the weaknesses in the AI as well. Now you get a bunch of pretty fun vampire powers. Like you can become invisible for a short time, so you can easily pass enemies. You can sort of teleport from one spot in the level to the next, which is really fun, I must say, and it leaves a lot of room for improvisation. And that will confuse enemies, but because on one moment you're there and the next moment you're not there, so that's fun. Experimenting with these powers throughout a level. So that's fun, yeah. Now, I have also experienced some bugs. Now, I'm not talking about the stuff that enemies just hang around doors and stuff, but really bugs that you'll see an example of this also in this video, where I'm just sort of climbing in the air, and it's really weird. But you'll see that. So it is sort of a mixed bag of a game. It's not without a share bit of entertainment. You will have some fun playing this, but not really a whole lot of fun. It's, don't buy this full price. I mean, buy this when it's cheap. I mean, really cheap. I mean, when it comes in a bundle, cheap, right? So, and there's some fun to be had, but not so much. So anyway, if you really want to play a good vampire game, if you're into vampires, then I suggest you play Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. It's an older RPG, but it's a lot more fun, has a lot better backstory, different factions of vampires, has also the RPG elements like upgrading powers and stuff. And it's just a whole lot of fun, and I did a review of that a couple of years back, so check my videos and you'll find that if you fill in vampires, the word, right? So you'll find that. As it stands, or as it is released on Steam, I'm not going to give this game a 3 out of 10 like Eurogamer, because that's too harsh, I think, but it doesnn't deserve more than a 5 out of 10, really. And I'm being generous here, I think. So
this could be interesting.
yeah, that's my video review. Did you like it? Do you like the video? Do you like the commentary? Let me know. I will release the rest of the video walkthrough, but I need to edit the video, so that will take some time. But so this is my review. Yeah. So leave comments. That's always appreciated. Let me know what you think, and yeah, see you next time.
Shit! Man down! We know you're hiding here somewhere. Don't be an idiot! You don't stand a chance! Need backup! Target person is here! What the fuck is going on here? Kill him! Cover me, gotta reload! I'll get him out of there, cover me! We know you're hiding here somewhere. Show yourself! You don't stand a chance! Show yourself! Where are you? Here he is! Shit, we lost a man! We know you're hiding here somewhere. Need back! Need cover! Kill him! Be careful, reloading! Leave me up! You must be back here. Cover me! Where are you? Here he is! Don't be an idiot! Reloading!
Something is seriously wrong in this city right now.
Why? What's going on?
Don't you listen to the news? Last night there were 2 terrorist attacks. First, the Harding Museum was destroyed, and the Geoforge Tower followed about an hour ago.
Attention!
No idea what's going on. I don't think this has anything to do with any religious fanatics. Something's fucking wrong here, damn it.
And neither one's really much of a loss, are they? I went to the exhibition at the museum a few days ago and I was bored to death. And the admission prices they charged at Geoforge was so high you got alcohol.
Still, it ain't that great having some madman running around the city blowing up buildings. We could be next, damn it.
Yeah, like that's gonna happen. The place is like a fortress. And we're trained mercenaries, not weaklings like normal security contractors. If anyone shows up here, I'll shoot his ass off before he gets his hands up.
My head started to hurt again. Hopefully I would be able to make it without collapsing.
Hurry, Eric. You have to find Steiner. You have to find him, Eric.
The angel's voice was more urgent than usual. I had the feeling time was running out. I had to hurry.
He's inside. Go on, let the beasts out.
We need reinforcements right away! Kill him! Cover me, I'll get him! Where are you? Come on, show yourself! Need back! We know you're hiding here somewhere. There he is! Shoot him!
Secure the area here. Is anyone there? There's something here. Not a chance. We're staying right here. We'll secure the area here. Need backup. Target person is here. Kill him. Reloading. Cover me. Not a chance. We're staying right here. Forget it. I'm not going in there.
Rose, are you still there? Rose, do you hear me? I'm in the security center. Okay, then I'll just do it alone. Uninvited guests.
RF radio. Large areas of the Harding Museum have now collapsed. Several rescue workers were buried in the process.
Stop!
Letters
What's okay?
groups claiming responsibility.
Cover me. Gotta reload.
The door clicked shut behind me, but that didn't matter. From the room ahead, I heard soft music. In the meantime, the sun had risen, and bright and deadly light shone into the room through the skylight, but my focus was on the man who was sitting there playing the piano. That had to be Steiner.
Thank you, but I think I would rather speak to my guest alone. Well, you've come a long way for a half-vampire. Frightening, the way you so easily got through my security system.
I'm just good.
Is that so? Well, I cannot really disagree with you, not after you've made it to my office. But I am keenly interested as to why you are here at all. Tell me, what brings you to my humble home?
I need some of your blood.
Ah, blood. Did your creator leave you behind alone? Well, I could offer you a place amongst my ghouls, but I doubt that the offer would interest you. So, if you want my blood, I'm certain you'll want to offer me something in return. Am I right?
I have information.
Information? That's interesting. Very interesting. Though I have my doubts that a half-blood can tell me anything relevant. But carry on. What can you offer me?
I can tell you about the sanctuary.
Ah, yes, the sanctuary. Do you really think that you can tell me anything my spies have not already written hundreds of pages about? I know enough about it. Thank you.
I can tell you something about Blooming.
About Blooming. Even if you hadn't killed him earlier tonight, there is nothing I would have cared to know about that misshapen creature anyway. In fact, I already know far too much about him. No, there's nothing I want to know about Blooming. You killed him, and he deserved to die. No one will miss him.
I can tell you something about Vlad.
About Vlad? Vlad is dead. What is there to care about? Moreover, you do not seem to realize that Vlad was working for me.
I'm afraid I don't have anything that would interest you.
This is most regrettable. I would dearly love to know something about the people who blew up the museum and the Geoforge Tower. I don't suppose you happen to know anything about them.
No, I had assumed that one of you did that to cover up the existence of vampires.
That would have been a very clumsy way indeed to go about it, don't you think? Well, I shall have to look into that again later.
Enough talk.
Ah, do I sense a latent death wish? Good. Then let us begin.
When the fight started, I knew it was already lost. The sunlight should have been my ally, but Steiner seemed to be immune to it. On the other hand, it burned into my flesh like fire. My second death seemed inevitable. Light blinded me as soldiers stormed the hall. I had seen this equipment before. The burglars in the museum had been similarly equipped. The sun didn't bother Steiner one bit. The enemy's bullets were another story. Steiner hit the ground. The gunfire subsided, leaving an eerie silence. A luminous apparition entered the scene. I thought the angel had come to save me. I was wrong. It seemed the woman gave the soldiers their orders. Apparently they were only interested in Steiner. Good thing for me. I took the opportunity to make my escape. The passage through which the guards had come seemed to be my only chance. I ran and used my powers as best I could. My life depended on it. My pursuers' voices grew quieter and finally disappeared. Down here, it would take them forever to find me, hopefully. The rising sun forced me to sleep. As the sun went down once more, I awoke. I couldn't understand what had happened in Atlantis. Was there such a thing as vampire hunters? Rose was my only clue, again. I made my way to the sanctuary. The sanctuary was in a seedy part of town destroyed by fire 15 years ago. Since then, it has been home to those who had no place else to go. They dubbed it the Hole. Rose? Can you hear me, Rose? No answer.
Okay, men, spread out and secure the area.
Vampire hunters. Had they come because of the sanctuary? I had to hurry and warn Rose.
Shit, man. I shouldn't be here. I should be on the front in the attack team. These bastards killed my brother in the museum. I fucking know it.
Easy. These here won't be the last ones. You can still shoot some for your brother another time.
The one who killed my brother is in that club. I can feel it.
With a little luck, they'll take some prisoners. You can still have your revenge, but it won't bring your brother back.
True. The bastard that did this to him should pay.
HQ, we need backup. Enemy contact.
Okay, men, spread out and secure the area.
Vampire hunters. Had they come because of the sanctuary? I had to hurry and warn Rose.
Shit, man. I shouldn't be
Send
here.
backup. We got us a bloodsucker here. Kill him. Attention, enemy has supernatural. Can't see him.
Spread out! You don't stand a chance. Stand your ground!
Careful, it could be an ambush! Stay here!
Come on, show yourself! Stand your ground!
There's something here.
Guess I must have been wrong.
Little vampire, come out and play.
Eric. Eric, can you hear me?
Rose? Where the hell have you been? I'm on my way, but the area here is full of vampire hunters.
I know. We spotted them, but we can't stop them. We've holed up in here.
Okay, stay.
Got it. Good luck, Eric.
The cinema was obviously home to some ghouls. I would have to come to terms with them somehow.
They're coming. Eric, we're trying to stop them, but...
I went through the old movie theater to reach the sanctuary. Hopefully the rotten beams would still hold.
go! Secure the building! Shit! Kill him!
All quiet. Yep.
Grenade out! Found the target! Eliminate the vampire! Attacking vampire! You don't stand a chance! Little vampire, come out and play! Contact! Shit! Not fucking cocksuckers!
I could already see the sanctuary, but Rose was running out of time. I had to hurry.
Is someone... We lost a man!
I'm gonna get that back!
Careful, it could be an ambush! Stay here!
We'll hold position.
What was that? Advancing! Careful, it could be an ambush. Stay here.
We'll hold position.
Careful, it could be an ambush. Stay here.
Someone sneaking around here.
Need cover. Stand your
I'll get the
ground.
bloodsucker.
We'll hold the fort. Enemy! Who's there? Take him out!
Moving towards target.
Attacking vampire!
Careful, it could be an ambush. Stay frosty.
I got... Is anyone there?
We'll hold position. Stand your ground.
Contact!
There's something here.
Cover me. I'll get him.
We'll hold position.
Heads up, he's open. We'll hold the fort! Careful, it could be an ambush! Stay here! Stand your ground!
Eric, the vampire hunters have overrun us and taken over the sanctuary. I was able to hide, but
Hey, I think there's another one in here.
I think they have me.
Rose? Shit, hang on, I'll be right there.
Careful! It could be an ambush! Stay here! We'll hold position! Careful! It could be an ambush! Stay here! The vampire got one of us!
quicker! Shit! Vampire! I'm gonna get that guy! We'll hold position.
Careful, it could be an ambush. Stay frosty.
Stand
The
your
way to the
ground!
sanctuary led underground through an old cellar. I hoped I wasn't too late.
Hold position.
The pain was back. Couldn't be a worse time. Hopefully.
It's okay, Eric. It's okay. The pain is all in your head. Hurry, Eric.
Oh, I would hurry. All right.